At the Dutch Grand Prix, Mercedes, which had been winning and finishing on the podium, found itself suddenly unable to get points. What became of the group that appeared to have at last discovered the way to success? Were the much-awaited improvements a failure? And what is Mercedes' recovery strategy for the next races? Let's examine their chances for the remainder of the campaign. Remember to subscribe to the channel in order to receive updates on new analyses. Let's address the important issues. Let's travel back in time a few weeks. Mercedes was in the air, in a literal sense. Before the summer break, the team had won 3 of the previous 4 races, giving the impression that they had finally figured out the W15. The team was upbeat, George Russell and Lewis Hamilton exuded confidence, and fans were already envisioning a spectacular season-long comeback. Next, we got to Zandvoort. High hopes were raised, particularly following the outstanding performance in Spa. However, it was evident from the first open practice sessions that something was off. There was just not enough speed. Russell, the 4th place qualifier, came in a far 7th. Hamilton finished 7th after starting from the 14th position following a penalty. What was the most startling aspect? The disparity in speed. The winner of the race, Lando Norris, finished 44 seconds in front of Russell. When it comes to Formula One, that's an eternity. Clearly irritated, George said, "I really don't know where it went, but I'm surprised by the lack of pace." Hamilton felt, in turn, that had it not been for the catastrophic qualifying, he may have challenged for the podium. The 7-time winner bemoaned, "I would have finished at least in the top 5, if not further ahead, if I had qualified where George was." But why did performance decline to such an extreme degree? Wolf Toto, the Mercedes team principal, expressed his confusion and dissatisfaction with the circumstances openly. After the race, he said, "We have to look at the update kit. There's something big that didn't work here." In an attempt to salvage some performance during the weekend, the team even went so far as to go back to the previous car specifications. The modifications appeared to function well in factory tests in theory, which is the most exciting aspect. Director of Mercedes Trackside Engineering Andrew Shovlin clarified, saying that you could take some measurements directly and conclude that the downforce that was intended to be delivered appeared to be present. So in a way, you may be relieved that everything went according to plan. The reality on the ground, though, was very different. The vehicle experienced problems with equilibrium, high tire wear, and poor cornering grip. Russell explained what it's like to have severe degradation and to constantly slide around. Because of the urgency of the situation, the team decided to use a 2-stop strategy for Russell, which was out of the ordinary given the leader's speed. In the end, this choice cost valuable positions and points. Mercedes is currently concentrated on comprehending and resolving the issues as soon as feasible in light of this difficult situation. The team is aware that if it is to keep its prospects of winning the Constructors' Championship, it cannot afford to have another weekend like the one it had in the Netherlands. A detailed review of the information gathered over the weekend is the first step in the recovery plan. The group is comparing data, including outdated specifications and recent changes, from the many configurations that were tested. Finding the precise place and reason why something went wrong is the aim. Toto Wolff highlighted the significance of this educational process by stating, "There are instances when becoming harmed is a necessary step forward. For a team that dominated Formula One for a long time and is currently battling to go back to the top, having an attitude of learning from mistakes is essential." Mercedes is also thinking about how to modify its upgrade package for circuits that are coming up. The team has to determine whether the aerodynamic tweak they brought to Zandvoort was beneficial or detrimental, according to Andrew Shovlin. This knowledge will be essential in deciding which upgrades components may be maintained and which ones require revision or elimination. The group is also attempting to enhance the relationship between factory data and on-track performance. There might be a discrepancy in this area given that the upgrades appeared good in tests but were unsuccessful in real use. The key question now is whether Mercedes will be able to recover in time as Monza draws near. The Italian circuit, dubbed the Temple of Speed, offers the team a distinct challenge. Monza is a test of aerodynamic efficiency and engine power, 2 areas in which Mercedes has historically excelled. It features lengthy straights and fast turns. Mercedes' trackside engineering director, Andrew Shovlin, recognizes the difficulty ahead noting that Monza is a totally different course from Zandvoort. Though we are hopeful that some of the issues we encountered in the Netherlands won't recur, we are aware that this is not a given. Every circuit has unique requirements, and we're doing a lot of effort to make sure we're ready for everything. The group's primary goal is to comprehend and enhance low drag configuration behavior, which is essential for Monza performance. We can't just wait for things to get better on their own, Toto Wolff says, highlighting the significance of this work. We're scrutinizing every aspect and configuration choice to make sure we avoid repeating past errors. Ever the optimist, Lewis Hamilton views Monza as a chance for atonement, declaring that he is going there believing he can win the podium. The Dutch GP opened a new chapter in the Constructors' Championship struggle for third position. Mercedes is facing pressure from all angles as Ferrari appears to be on the rise. George Russell says, "We're in a tight fight, acknowledging the severity of the rivalry. While we are aware of McLaren's strength and Ferrari's good performance in the Netherlands, we also know what we can do when we do things correctly." Toto Wolff stressed that consistency is crucial and stated that Mercedes cannot afford to miss another weekend similar to the one that took place in the Netherlands. To place third, they must constantly compete for victories and podiums. The team knows that these next races will be pivotal. The car's adaptability will be put to the test with a variety of circuits ahead. Mercedes technical director James Allison emphasizes we're working on improvements that will help us in Monza and also give us a solid foundation for the races that follow. Finding a balance that enables us to compete on many circuits is crucial. Not only is the fight for third place a matter of pride, but it also affects the team's bottom line significantly. Every spot in the Constructors' Championship is worth millions of dollars in awards and materials for advancement the following year. Mercedes finds itself in a pivotal time as the season approaches its end. Although it was a severe blow, the Dutch GP served as a spark for advancements. The group now confronts a new test of its resolve, having previously shown tenacity and the capacity to overcome obstacles. Mercedes' Formula One career is replete with victories and comebacks. This issue we are facing now is only one more stop on the trip. As Monza draws near and the competition for third position intensifies, the entire Formula One community will be closely observing the team's response. One thing is certain, as the dust settles from the Dutch Grand Prix RX, Mercedes will not give up easily. There is still a lot of potential in the 2024 campaign, and the team is motivated to go out on top. Will Mercedes take the top spot on the podium once more before the year is out? Time will tell, but one thing is certain, the ride ahead will be thrilling. Remember to share your predictions in the comments below for Mercedes results at Monza and for the remainder of the season. To ensure you don't miss any updates on the exciting world of Formula One, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel right away.